shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Yo, let me put the stream up real quick. Give me a second. What happened, bud?
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They throw it out right complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Shut up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Touchdown! Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way in. touchdown, New England. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Pulls it. Now a hit and a loose football.
Get the fuck! God damn, bro, come on!
Teammate picking him up there.
Fuck the ball, man.
And
Fucking idiot.
These things, you want to make sure you have eyes
Fucking
towards
key
the
people
return
over
guy,
there.
because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 35. 23 yards to pick up there. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 into New England territory.
Hey!
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
Yo, calm down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're
Like,
taking
what's up with this
advantage
ball,
of it.
man? What the fuck are you running time for with your little ass?
He finds
Who
his
does
receiver,
that, bro?
Williams, for a
Fucking dumbass.
Mike Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The tight end Henry here in motion. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one down. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. One after here coming up. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now, the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you
count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down and 7. The tight end Henry here in motion. Open man is Myers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Harris running straight ahead. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The tight end Henry here in motion. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert has pass incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the 22, Jones. And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got room. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 31, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Herbert.
48-yard line.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Herbert. Williams brings it in.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle with Eckler.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They snap it to Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
Now Jones on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Uh-oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier. Brought down by Bryce Callahan. A 5-yard gain on the play. And
He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Second down and goal. Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they send a man in motion right.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. He's still on his feet. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 5. First down, New England.
They hand this off to Harris. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This complete to Henry over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Chargers are going to continue on these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.